Hey, welcome back to One Shot Reviews, and this time we're doing actually one of my personal favorite point-and-click adventure games of all time. Yes, that is The Longest Journey, and actually I'm doing this review in particular for a couple of reasons, but also, for those of you who don't know, they're also creating a third game in the, well, now it's going to be a trilogy, so that also kind of made me hype when I learned more information about that. So let's get to this thing. Usually I go into these without knowing without knowing anything really. But we're gonna break the mold.
You've come to hear me tell a story, have you?
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already. There's no need for me to make up more, believe me.
Tell us the story of the balance, then.
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child, and not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance, and that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends, in a tower, in a realm that is no more.
Okay, now as you can gather from this opening cutscene, you know, the graphics, the art style looks really, really good, and the voice acting is pretty good, all things considering. Back when this game came out in like the late 90s, good voice acting in video games wasn't really a thing, and for what for what this game offers, its voice acting is pretty good, all things considered. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some that are worse than others, but you get the point. Now we are just gonna skip this and get right into the game. You didn't miss anything too important.
Don't tell me I'm dreaming.
So we skip this. So basically,
You know, for
she's
once,
having a dream
just
or
once?
something. Something that haunts her dreams every night or something. So yeah,
Postcard
now we got,
pretty.
I mean, just look at this landscape. It's awesome. And another good point, another good thing that's, you know, strikes me about this adventure game is I just like the interactivity like this.
So not appropriate.
Okay, maybe not that. But
What's happening?
yeah, you usually can click on anything in this game, and usually April will comment, say something about anything you're clicking on, something, you know,
perfect.
smart or
I
funny.
guess if I don't do something to
And
save
it really
that egg,
builds her
I'll
character,
suffer
so.
7 years of bad karma or something.
Okay, so
I'm an
yeah, let's
artist,
do some
not a
basic
botanist.
puzzle
I'm
solving.
pretty certain this tree is dead, or close to it.
So the tree is dead.
Fresh mountain water. Back in the real world, they'd probably charge $15 a bottle for this. I'm in my
Yeah,
own-
like throughout the game,
So
April
not
really is a very likable and enjoyable protagonist to go along with this adventure with, and you know, I'm having a little bit of trouble right now with the puzzle here. It's not that difficult, but this game overall, like the puzzle
That sound come from the egg?
difficulty
Boy, that's some
is
chick.
about medium, I would say, with some getting
I
harder.
don't think
There's
I
nothing
can get a
too
good grip
cryptic
on
in
it.
this game,
It's too big and
which is
slippery,
good.
and I might drop it by accident.
Because if you've played some early or 90s like adventure style games, some of them can be pretty cryptic.
It looks
Oh, no, I don't
reptilian,
want to do that.
But it can't be. It's much too big and...
There is
and
only a few things that are pretty
don't
hard.
much
Like,
care for reptiles. No, I
there
might
is a
drop it.
pretty difficult
There's got
puzzle
to
like
be
in the
some other
beginning
way
of
to
this game. But that's about really
This
it.
is interesting. I've never seen a scale this size before.
Alright. So what did you just pick
Keep
up?
it as a souvenir.
Okay, I think that's what you need to do this puzzle. So, let's go over here. I think you just click it, and then you can... Okay, yeah. The inventory menu is pretty easy to use, all things considered. And I thought you just put it on the egg, and I thought you rolled it over too.
No, I might drop it.
Okay, so I guess we need this twig then.
Oh, the
And
suffering
the tree's
we
alive.
must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree. If we are
Yeah, okay, I
Fix the
think this
branch.
is going on a little bit too long, but
I
we
own
are one
I think you get the
Yeah.
idea.
We do not accept
This game has a lot of
What happened to the
conversations,
tree?
a lot of,
the pain.
you know, talking to
Between
random
the mother
people,
and black
things
chaos.
to solve a
She was
puzzle,
only
to advance
protecting her
further.
child, the brook that fed
What's the deal with the egg?
You know, you go to different
what
and varied locations.
whenever
That's
the
also what's
mother
cool
is
about this
failed
game
the
too,
mother,
or at least
you
from the adventure
despair.
games I've played.
Who are you again?
You know, you go to
We
like
are the wood spirit.
lots and lots
We
of
come to all
varied
trees
locations
in
with
the hour
different
of great need.
cultures and
To our
beings and
time
stuff.
is running out.
What about
Um,
the egg?
Oh,
Isn't there anything I can do to
Worlds.
help?
It's all interesting
We do
stuff,
not
and then
accept
you're solving
Lose the
puzzles
attitude,
while
okay?
doing it too.
this is futile. We
I'll
need
find
a way.
if, however,
I was like, I'm trying to read this a little bit just so keep up with everything. Okay, so this is what you do. We have to combine things that are inventory. So you can just click this and click that. And I think when it glows, when your icon glows like this over something, that means you can, like it will absolutely
I think I
connect
just made
together.
a funnel. Cool. I'm so proud of myself.
Then we just use the funnel. No, wait, we use the funnel in the water. Stupid us. So,
This should do the trick.
I'm not exactly sure what this will do. Do something. Ah, okay, that tree we're supposed to help. It's been a while since I've played this game, so... I mean, a few years at least. Hey, so it's kind of like I'm going through this for the first time. But, yeah, these... like the graphics, like... What am I thinking of? The FMVs, they have not, I hate using this term, but they have not,
Lucky thing
like,
the egg
aged
got
very
caught
well.
between those roots. It's a long way
like,
down.
it just looks really outdated. But everything else looks great. Like, the character models don't look all that great, but...
Didn't the spirit say the tree would lift the egg back after I watered it? I guess he needs a little reminder.
Oh, so we had to talk to the tree.
Hello? Hello?
leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength return.
Everything else in this game looks
and
so
we have
good.
no time for idle
Aren't we sweet?
the baby.
Skip all over
Uh-oh.
this. And you just killed an egg. Okay, good. So now we protected this egg, and I think we can finally get out of this dream sequence. And this is really where the game opens up. This is more or less a tutorial.
What? What was that?
That was a dragon.
Uh-oh.
Spoilers, it was a dragon.
It is you, April.
Waiting. Why?
Now, I don't remember this dragon
Because
being
it begins
What do you
here, the
mean?
breach,
anywhere else in
and
this
I
game.
am
Of course, it
the
has been a long
guide
time since I
I
played, but
always-
I don't remember this dragon being has
This
any
is
other significance in
probably
this
not a
game.
good thing.
Oh, that doesn't look that bad. That looks horrifying. That's all I have to say. I thought that when I first played this game too, though. Strange I don't remember this game having chapters like this, but
What a nightmare.
oh well.
I'm completely exhausted.
So the actual
I
setting
must
takes
have been
place in
awful.
kind of the
Doesn't look like
future
it's gonna cool down.
setting, where you're kind of just a college student, but there's futuristic technology everywhere.
Well, it's a good thing the
That's pretty
studio's got
interesting.
proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was gonna spend most of the day.
Yeah, no, let's finish the first puzzle, technically, in the game.
Right,
Getting
so my
dressed.
wardrobe's sort of fame and wealth.
It's
I
very
only
important.
carried one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it
My
with all kinds.
Alright, so you can't open the suitcase, or
My suitcase.
there, is this a thing to open it?
My suitcase.
Okay,
It's
I
a
would
bunch of
assume
drawings
clothes
I
would
drew
be
when
in
I
the
was a kid.
suitcase.
I don't even know why.
Ah,
I
now
left
this
them
is the first
mean
thing of that
absolutely
obscure
nothing to
puzzle
me.
I was talking about earlier.
Fame
There's
and wealth come
an
knocking,
obscure,
I'll buy
like a
wardrobe
really
the
hard
size of an
puzzle in the
ocean
very
liner
beginning of the
and fill it
game.
with clothes for a
I don't
minute
know
come
why
knocking.
they did it
I'll
like
buy a
this,
wardrobe the size of an ocean
My
liner.
suitcase.
but you have to have like a toy monkey, a bubble gum. Well, I'm not even gonna tell you the full solution, but you have to have like I said, that thing, like a gum and like a fishing pole or something. Something ridiculous that you would never think
I'm not
of
good at taking
unless
care
you
of
just
living things.
clicked everything
This
together
plant's doing just fine despite
and then
months
you
of
pick
neglect.
something up with it. It's ridiculous. Like, I know I semi kind of gave
I got
away
something
the
on my face?
solution, but not
It's my
really.
hair? Just a chair.
It's my memory. I
That's
probably
my
missed a
desk.
few
So,
things.
theoretically, that
We get the point. It's like, who would think to put a toy monkey on a fishing pole to pick up something?
it's a picture of me and my friends.
Okay, let's get your friend's picture.
Dear Diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it.
That's
I'm part of
funny.
the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set. It's just
Yeah,
a
and you
chair.
get really interesting
I
dialogue
worry
like
about
that.
the
It's
exhibition
just
coming up.
entertaining.
I worry about the
to hear.
exhibition coming up in 2 weeks. This is the net.
I'm trying to think. Like, I'm pretty sure you can't leave the dormitory, like leave your room until you have clothes, which is why I'm trying to like click on things. 'Cause I'm pretty sure if I try to leave, she'll be like,
My
"No, you
suitcase.
can't do that."
My suitcase.
Okay, forget it. I'm just gonna go to the
I'm
plant.
not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine.
See, we'll run
I'd better head
here
over to the
door.
studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Oh, okay. So she just does it automatically then. So now she looks like an art student, right?
Hey, babe. Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run.
What's
and-
going on, April? How you been?
Let's see. What should we say to this guy? I was doing just fine until you came along. That
I was
seems
doing
good.
just fine until you came along.
What's that? Hey, listen, I was thinking maybe you and I could hook up tonight, go to the pavilion or something. We could pop a few raptures, do a little close dancing. How about it?
let's just be a complete jerk to this guy because it's funny.
No, that's not gonna work, Zach.
What? You got something against me, babe? Do I offend you in some way?
Oh, no. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to be together like that.
Hey, whatever. You come crawling back when you realize your mistake, babe. I'm out of here.
Yeah, this guy's kind of a jerk.
What an asshole.
Anyways. My words exactly. Couldn't say it better than myself. So, let's go downstairs. This is like your... I don't think we're going to talk to her, but she basically owns this dormitory, apartments. I think it's an apartment. But yeah, this is where your, like, opening like, adventure begins. Like, walking around town, clicking on things, picking up stuff. This is like an optional puzzle, I think, that gives you something. I cannot remember the solution. Let's actually go to it. For the heck of it. Yeah, look at this thing. I think you need the clamp out.
Oh. Seems the clamp served a purpose after all. What a surprise.
Okay, maybe not.
I guess that's a pressure gauge. It's at 100. That's percent. Budge! The pressure's probably too high. What a mystifying
Yeah, there's
mishap.
definitely something you need to complete this puzzle. So we can't do it right now anyways, but I don't know, some puzzles interfaces are like that.
Señorita,
Yes?
how are you this morning, Señorita Bonita?
Hot.
Let's see.
I see. The summers in Newport are never pleasant. And it will get worse before it gets better. They say there's another heat wave headed our way.
Yeah, so I heard. So, you gonna be alright? You don't look dressed for the weather.
Si Dios quiere. Sunshine and pretty señoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white.
Like an old movie.
Like all good movies. But tell me, Señorita Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
Let's just see. So I'm just gonna run away.
I'm sorry, but I have to run.
Espera, hold on. Even if you keep running all day, you'll still be just as unhappy. You are troubled by nightmares.
What?
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be real.
Who told you about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
No puedo, Señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me alone.
If you don't face them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April. That's the reason we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way. I hope we can talk again soon.
I don't think so, no.
Please, think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Okay, well that guy, for being an old man, does not look anything like an old man, and he looks like he's 7 feet tall. I mean, considering April, I don't know, how tall do you guys think April is? Probably like 5'5", I don't know, maybe 5.7, the highest. Now this screen would probably drive you bonkers if you had no patience. But luckily, this game does have one thing in its favor. Well, at least to me anyways. You can actually just skip. You can just like skip time. Very useful. That's by pressing escape if you're curious. Okay, so that's for the bench. Let's go over here. I think like a lot of adventure games could use this feature, or use a feature similar to this, like Grim Fandango or something. If that didn't have a feature like
I wonder what the homeless
that.
people do in the wintertime. Supposedly, it gets biting cold here in Newport, and I don't know if there are any shelters anymore.
Okay, so let's have a look around. East Venice. So is this just like an art college or something? That's all they do there? Oh, it's an academy. Okay. See a lot of art people in this place. Oh, a glove. This is a completely essential to solving a puzzle. One of those obscure puzzles I was talking about. But
Why would somebody toss out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it? What a terrible.
okay, we gotta get some tape or something. Some duct tape fixes everything. Oh, some dragon. Is the thing she saw in her dream?
Emma's really good with the holosculptor, and her imagination is so vivid. Good thing we're best friends, or I might be jealous.
The hollow sculpture? How does that work? But yeah, I think this is about where we're in the review here. This is definitely an interesting game. If you love it, if you love adventure games, you've probably already played this. But for those of you who haven't, I highly recommend it. If you find this like on sale or even full price, this is definitely worth your time. I mean, it's an adventure game. Like, it takes a while to get stuff done, so there's only so much things I can show in such a short amount of time. But
Acrylic and oil paint.
it's definitely worth it. Like, we've barely even scratched the surface of what's in this game. But
I like my outfit.
until next
It's
one-shot
expensive.
review, guys,
Cool.
this is Redeem Force signing out.